ICE can now hack your phone. That's really not chill. Get it? Because ICE chills things. We're off to a rough start. The government has renewed a contract with Paragon Solutions, an Israeli-founded spyware company. Their site says, empowering ethical cyber defense. And I know what you're thinking. What's ethical about secretly hacking people's phones? Well, it's as ethical as blowing up all of Gaza, of course. What? I'm the bad guy? They're the one blowing it up. Paragon Solutions allows the government to be able to hack into your phone through zero-click malware, meaning you never have to click a link like those dumb scammers who say you need to pay a toll from the toll roads. They can just get into your phone now, look at your texts, your camera roll, your location, and even read your messages in encrypted apps like Signal or WhatsApp, which means the government is going to learn I send a lot of Trump memes and I save every video of that fedora dude that claps with his feet.
Yeah, I'm a gamer. I lean forward when things get intense.
I know that's creepy, but it's the funniest thing I've seen on the internet in months. And I know my ICE agent likes them too. This contract was started under the Biden administration, but was paused as there was a compliance review. They say. Biden probably forgot about it. Let's be real.
Come on, man.
But Trump heard violation of US citizens' rights and ran to it like a sale on gold spray paint at Home Depot. That's gonna offend somebody with Patriot in their bio, which is insanely ironic. Don't believe me? Well, the contract was for only $2 million. $2 million allows a foreign company to hack into all of our phones. That's it. There's houses down the street that cost more than that. America's freedom is as expensive as a semi-large house in Southern California. Think about it. It's kind of sad. Now, Paragon Solutions has already been used in Italy to hack into the phones of activists and journalists. I didn't know Italy had activists. They're the least active country I've ever been to. What? It's true. They literally close down in the afternoon for siesta. Nap on your remote job like everybody else, you lazy f***. This gives ICE, the people who feel the need to cover their face in public like a liberal in Whole Foods in 2021, to be able to spy on you at any moment, learn your most intimate details and your location without ever you knowing. That's fun. And there will be people who scream freedom on Facebook that applaud this because it's being used against immigrants. But really, this is an abuse of power. This makes things weird. The party who screams freedom on Facebook now has to decide if they actually want freedom, small government, or liberty used to be able to fight back against hackers. We need them now more than ever.
Do not redeem! Do not redeem the card!
What?
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Semi-Daily Night Show with Gary TV, your host, Gary.
Tonight's ceremonial first pitch. And please welcome the President of the United States.
We did it, Joe.
just making sure you're paying attention.
Welcome to the Semi-Daily Night Show. I'm your host, Gary. Gen Z has a dating problem. A recent poll showed that Gen Z men who voted for Trump prioritize having children, while Gen Z women who voted for Kamala Harris put having children at the bottom of their priorities. And they opted for having a fulfilling job/career, which is understandable. Girl boss propaganda and corporate day in the life vlogs do look fun. I miss those videos. Such a simple time when we all worked fake jobs. Gen Z has had a rough go of life lately. When they were supposed to be experimenting with strawberritas and house parties, they were forced inside due to a global illness. And they're even drinking less than every generation before them. Gen Z, do what you want when it comes to alcohol, but just know your window for less painful hangovers is now. Take advantage while you still can. Responsibly, of course. One day you wake up 29 and oh my God, it hurts. Also, recent college grads are struggling to find jobs because of the rise of AI. Entry-level positions all seem to be outsourced by an AI tool. These are spreadsheet entries and data reports. What would be a good job for an intern is now an AI tool that probably costs just as much as an intern. Because that's the corporate world for you. And the few that do enter the workforce end up having a warranted crash out on TikTok once they realize their life is now an hour commute, 8 hours in the office, and another hour commute home. To which, then they have to make dinner or finance a Chipotle burrito, which I don't blame them. With tariffs, guac prices will soon cost more than health insurance. And who the f*** eats a burrito without guacamole? Gen Z also can't figure out their politics without losing friends. Politics have become hyper-politicized in the younger generation, and pretty much any generation these days. And Gen Z men actually lean further right than your conservative uncle. And this divide will likely get worse. Gen Z actually values sharing the same political opinion as their spouse higher than any other generation before. And Gen Z women lean Democrat. But the only jobs available to Gen Z men are blue-collar jobs. And if you think bullying is bad, Wait until you say you're a Democrat on a job site. When I worked construction, we had a guy that did that. He only lasted one more day after that. This leaves Gen Z incompatible to date or get married since their priorities are polar opposites. So Gen Z, I have some advice as I enter the unky years of my life. I feel qualified. Most of life's problems can be solved with one good house party. But stay away from strawberritas. They don't taste the same coming back up. Trump is in more trouble with Epstein. The Democrat House Oversight Committee released a birthday book from the Epstein estate. This is a book Ghislane Maxwell, his girlfriend, put together of basically all of Epstein's friends writing him happy birthday for his 50th birthday. But instead of calling him ugly like most guys do to all their friends on their birthdays, it has cartoons of kids, photos of Trump paying $22,000 for a depreciating woman, and people admitting they covered up bad articles about Epstein. I know he's evil, but you gotta admit that's kind of a sick gift. I'm just saying. But in the birthday book, there is a letter from Trump where he drew a woman's body and signed it. This used to be an alleged letter, but it's now been shown as evidence. And it's creepy, but it's a little creative, which makes me almost think it's fake. This dude isn't creative. The Oval Office looks like it was designed by Goldmember. The White House press secretary had this to say.
The White House press secretary tweeted, quote, "It's very clear President Trump did not draw this picture and he did not sign it."
No wonder she had to pray before the press conference. She's lying. That's definitely his signature. The White House says it's a hoax though. And now some people are saying it was even planted. But the book is from 2003, meaning someone had to plant it in 2003. That actually sounds like the hoax here. Gavin Newsom, the only guy more dishonest than a Hellcat car salesman, also posted that video of it being drawn on his Instagram. Newsom's social team is kind of clever. Hate the man, but damn, that's good. There's also an image of Epstein and someone who wrote that they think he works for the CIA. This is also a hoax. He definitely worked for multiple agencies at once. But apparently, everyone does.
He's not saying that what Epstein did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down. What did he say?
Now Trump is an FBI informant set to bring down Epstein. Is everyone just secretly working for alphabet agencies to take one another down? It's like that f***ing Spider-Man meme.